whispers in the double helix asterisk as you settle into the quiet moments of your evening. Imagine yourself shrinking, gently folding smaller and smaller, until you find yourself drifting inside the very essence of life itself. There, deep within the nucleus of your cells, lies a delicate spiral, the double helix of DNA. This elegant spiral is not just a structure. It is a soft, whispered language, a secret melody playing quietly beneath the surface of who you are. You move closer, as if leaning in to catch a faint sound on the breeze. These whispers ripple along twisted strands, carrying the story of your ancestors, the blueprint of your body, and the silent instructions guiding every breath, every heartbeat. They speak in a language older than words, a code written in for simple letters, yet powerful enough to shape all living things. This is the fabric of life, woven from tiny building blocks called nucleotides. Picture them as delicate beads, strung together in pairs, each pair a note in this endless melody. Adenine pairs with thymine, cytosine pairs with guanine, a dance so precise that mistakes are rare. Yet when they happen, they carry the magic of change. Through this dance, life itself unfolds, growing, healing, and evolving, moment by moment. You can almost feel the gentle hum of the machinery. Inside your cells, enzymes that read this code like skilled musicians, translating the notes into vibrant symphonies of protein and function. It is a constant, quiet work of art, your body composing itself anew, day by day. Even now, as you drift toward sleep. Imagine the double helix wrapped lovingly around proteins called histones, like thread coiled around spools. This intimate embrace keeps the code safe, yet ready to be read when the moment calls. These whispers hold your potential, the colors of your eyes, the shape of your smile, the rhythm of your thoughts, stories written without ink, yet clearer than any handwriting. As you listen more deeply, you realize something extraordinary. These whispered instructions are not fixed. They are flexible, like soft cutting threads with gentle scissors. Now a pair of scissors, unlike any you have held before. These scissors are neither sharp nor harsh, but woven from the softest light, delicate in their touch, precise in their dance. They glide through your genetic tapestry with a careful grace, cutting threads not to unravel but to mend, to correct, to open new paths. This is CRISPR, a tool as gentle as a whisper, but as powerful as a promise. In the quiet world of your cells, CRISPR works like a skilled gardener's shears, trimming away mistakes woven into your DNA. Those tiny knots that sometimes cause illness or weakness. Here, the scissors do not snip blindly. Guided by a small RNA, a gentle beacon, they find the exact thread that needs attention, the precise place where a stitch in your life's fabric has loosened. Visualize the guide RNA as a soft hand reaching into the spirals of the double helix, carrying a message of exactness and care. It moves slowly, seeking the sequence of letters, combinations of a T, C, and G, that mark the place where the cut will be made. When it finds its target, it invites the Cas9 enzyme, the molecular scissors, to gently open the two strands of the DNA ladder. This opening is not violent, but a soft unfolding, like a flower slowly blooming under the morning sun. Cas9 carefully cuts both strands, creating a doorway, a break in the genetic code. This break is a powerful moment, filled with possibility. Your body's natural repair system recognizes the open strands and moves in to heal the break. Here begins the dance between precision and possibility. The cell can repair the DNA in different ways. Sometimes it mends the break simply, linking the strands back together, often with tiny changes, a small deletion or insertion that can disrupt a faulty gene, silencing it like a muted note in a melody. Other times, if a new sequence is provided, the cell can use that as a guide to rewrite a section of the code, replacing the old with something new, something healed. CRISPR, then, is not just a pair of scissors but a tool of transformation, a key to rewriting your biological story. It makes tiny, deliberate cuts that open doors to healing, changing the course of diseases inherited through generations or conditions that arise silently within cells. As you rest in this image, picture the slow, rhythmic movements inside the microscopic world of your cells. Scissors opening, life mending, code weaving anew. CRISPR's dance is both careful and bold, a tender act of editing life itself with infinite patience and care. This gentle precision invites reflection on the nature of change, how sometimes to create new harmony, what must be cut away is not chaos, but small errors quietly distorting the balance. Like pruning a vine to help it grow stronger, the scissors of CRISPR help the body find its way back to health. Yet, in this quiet act of cutting and repairing, a deep responsibility hums beneath. The power to alter the fabric of life asks for balance and humility. It is a reminder that every cut, every change, carries the weight of consequences unseen and futures yet unwritten. So, as your breath softens and your mind drifts, carry this thought gently with you. The scissors that cut your DNA are not weapons but tools of hope and healing, guided by light, care, and an ancient wisdom that grows with each discovery. The journey is far from over. Beyond the cut lies the garden of genes waiting to bloom anew, shaped by hands both natural and now, with CRISPR, beautifully deliberate. With this thought, fold into restful sleep, ready to explore next how these gardens of genes grow and heal in the chapters to come. The garden of genes. Close your eyes gently and imagine a garden, vast and quiet, nestled deep inside your cells. This is no ordinary garden, but one tended by the patient hand of nature itself, sanctuary where your genes lie like seeds planted in rich, dark soil. Each seed holds the promise of life's tender growth, gentle shoots reaching upward, unfolding softly towards sunlight and possibility. Your genes are like these seeds, teeny packets of potential, each containing instructions that guide the shapes, colors, and rhythms of your body. They rest beneath the surface, in the hidden garden of your cells, waiting for the right moments to sprout, to grow, and to bloom. This garden breathes quietly, a living poem of endless renewal, as it tends to your body's needs and gently nurtures the blooming of who you are. Imagine CRISPR as a gentle gardener, stepping through this lush garden with a soft touch and keen eyes, not a harsh cutter or careless trimmer, but a careful hand, pruning just the right tendrils and planting hope for new life. With patient care, it tends each seed, shaping growth by trimming what no longer serves, and encouraging the bright new shoots of healing and renewal. Picture the garden paths, weaving through twisting vines and tender blossoms, each path, a thread of DNA, wrapped around special gardener's tools called proteins. These proteins help guide growth, turning potential into reality, and making sure each seed's promise is fulfilled at just the right moment. The garden's caretakers work tirelessly, day and night, nurturing balance and harmony, repairing broken stems and watering roots with unseen rivers of life. In the quiet solitude of this garden, small changes ripple like gentle breezes through the leaves. These changes can be as subtle as a leaf's tilt toward the sun, or as profound as a new flower blooming after a long waiting. CRISPR's role is to shepherd these changes, helping to prune away the weeds of damage or mutation that threaten the garden's beauty, so that healing can take root. You can almost hear the soft rustling of leaves and the whisper of growth, life's quiet language made visible through the dance of genes unfolding in harmony. Every trimmed leaf, every nurtured shoot, tells a story of hope, renewal, and the patient art of becoming. This garden is also a place of great promise. It invites you to imagine possibilities where sickness fades, where broken parts mend gently, and where life grows with graceful resilience. The gardener's careful touch opens paths for new beginnings, small miracles, unfolding quietly within the heart of your being. As you rest in the peace of this garden, you sense the interplay between nature and nurture, the delicate balance of control and freedom. The garden's growth is shaped not only by its own roots, but also by the light, shade, and care that surround it. So too, your genes are influenced by the world around you, what you breathe, the food you eat, the love you give and receive, all whispered into the soil of your being. Let this thought cradle you softly. The garden of your genes is alive, and held in gentle hands that seek to heal and renew. Like a gardener tending to a fragile bloom, CRISPR is part of this unfolding story, a tender force guiding growth without force or haste. Breathe deeply now, drawing in the calm rhythm of this garden's life. You are part of this quiet miracle, an ever-growing, ever-changing garden, where each seed holds infinite possibility. And just beyond this tender garden waits a new horizon, the echoes of time, evolution's deep river, carrying stories long forgotten and new stories ready to be told. As your body rests and your mind flows gently toward dreams, let yourself wander softly, What new chapters might this garden write tomorrow, with the careful hands of science and the patient heart of nature intertwined? The journey continues in the next chapter, where the echoes of evolution's past awaken, the pathways of your DNA to ancient wisdom and future hope. Echoes of evolution's past. As your body settles deeper into rest, imagine yourself embarking on a timeless journey, a slow drift along the winding river of life's history. In this river flow echoes, ancient murmurs that ripple through your DNA, carrying stories not just of you, but your ancestors and all living things before them. These echoes are gentle reminders of a dance that has been unfolding for billions of years, a symphony of change and resilience, written silently in the scrolls of your genetic code. Your DNA, the double helix you have come to know as a quiet whisper, is also a living archive. Within its spirals lie traces of ancient events, the rise of life's first cells, the branching of species, the survival of challenges through time. These echoes of evolution are not distant or frozen in the past. They pulse softly in your cells, shaping the ways your body grows, heals, and responds, a shared heritage flowing silently through each generation. Imagine that each gene carries not only instructions for your body, but stories layered with millions of years of change, adaptation, and survival. These layers overlap, like ancient inscriptions, weathered by time but still visible to those who listen closely. Evolution's hand has sculpted each nucleotide, favoring those that bring strength, flexibility, and balance to life's intricate web. The echoes also speak of profound moments, whole genome duplications where nature, stick like a master craftsman, copied entire sets of blueprints. This surprising generosity allowed genes to explore new functions, branching into possibilities that created the dazzling diversity of life you see around you. These events laid the groundwork for complexity, from the smallest algae to towering trees, from simple single-celled beings to humans with their endless curiosity. Your body carries the legacy of ancient relatives who once walked beside no kin, mingling their genetic songs to create new harmonies. These whispers of past intertwinings remind us that life is not a solitary thread but a tapestry woven from many strands, each echo leaving its gentle mark on your genetic landscape. In this way, evolution is a storyteller, and your DNA its manuscript, ever editing, ever renewing. It is a dialogue between past and present, a conversation that invites you to see yourself, not as isolated, but deeply connected. The same code that once shaped the humble beginnings of life now guides your healing, your growth, your dreams. As your breath slows, picture this ongoing story as a gentle river flowing within you, carrying echoes of the past that prepare the way for tomorrow. Every cell dances with the memory of ancient triumphs and trials, their quiet music helping you to understand your place in this vast, unfolding story. What whispers will tomorrow bring? What new chapters will this living code write as you rest? Beneath the stars, the past and future entwine here, in the soft pulse of your being, carrying the promise of discovery, healing, and endless wonder. And now, as the night deepens, your journey leads you beyond the echoes to the tender threads of healing and repair, where the fragile fabric of life is mended with care. Sleep well as you drift toward the next chapter. Healing threads in fragile fabric, where the body's tapestry is gently restored. Healing threads in fragile fabric. As your body sinks deeper into rest, imagine your being as a grand tapestry, a delicate fabric woven from countless threads. Each thread, a strand of life, a story, a whisper of your essence. These threads intertwine gently, creating the vibrant whole you feel and know. Yet, like all fabrics, they are fragile. Sometimes they fray or tear, worn thin by illness, stress, or the wear of years. You explore this fragile fabric with quiet curiosity, tracing the places where a thread has loosened or broken. Within you, your DNA is the loom and the thread both, a tender construction, endlessly weaving itself anew. When breaks appear in this tapestry, the body does not surrender to silence. Instead, it begins a soft, patient work of mending. Imagine these breaks as tiny rivers carving through the fabric. These are double-strand breaks in your DNA, delicate yet serious interruptions in the code that guides your cells. But rather than chaos, there is a careful choreography unfolding. Your cells gather tools and helpers, enzymes that act as master weavers and menders. One of these helpers is your body's natural repair system, which, like gentle hands, threads the broken edges together to restore balance. This process is not hasty but a slow dance of precision. It involves several pathways. Some mend the break quickly but imperfectly, gluing ends back together with slight changes that may silence a faulty gene. Others use a tender templated pattern of the original fabric to stitch perfectly, restoring the thread just as it was. Now, bring to mind CRISPR, the gentle scissors from the previous chapters, working in harmony with your body's delicate craft. CRISPR creates a controlled, precise cut, inviting your cell's repair machinery to respond, offering hope where illness once frayed the threads. It is the quiet invitation to healing, a collaboration between ancient biological wisdom and modern grace. As you rest, picture the repair pathways as different weavers in your cell's quiet workshop. The first, non-homologous end joining, is swift and practical, like a seamstress quickly stitching a tear with new thread. It may leave slight gaps or changes, but it restores integrity to the fabric. The second, homologous recombination, is slower and more elegant. It uses a matching pattern as a guide, ensuring the fabric is mended perfectly, strand by strand, preserving the original design. These pathways work together, balancing speed and accuracy, responding to each break. With the right touch, your cells are both patient artisans and vigilant guardians, safeguarding your body's delicate tapestry every moment of your life. Feel the harmony in this invisible repair work, healing threads, knitting together life's fragile fabric. Even in the quiet of night, this dance continues, unseen and gentle, restoring balance and health deep within you. And as you drift closer to sleep's embrace, carry with you this comforting thought: the fragility of your fabric is met with extraordinary resilience. In every cell, repair is always underway, mending, reshaping, and weaving a story of life and renewal. Soon you will move deeper into the language of this life code as it rewrites itself with hope and purpose. But for now, rest softly in the delicate embrace of healing your body's quiet work of art, ever unfolding. The next chapter awaits, gently, ready to reveal how the language of life is rewritten, line by line, in this serene nocturnal narrative. The language of life revised. As you rest deeper, let your mind drift to the idea of language, a language unlike any you have heard or spoken, yet one that sings the song of every living thing. This is the language inside you, the genetic coda, soft, intricate symphony written in just 4 letters, weaving the meaning of life in endless, delicate patterns. Imagine this code as a vast library, where each sequence of letters is a phrase, and each phrase builds into the story of your body. Normally, these words follow ancient grammar rules, passed down through eons, guiding every cell in the living poem that is you. But now envision a gentle rewriting taking place, a quiet revision of this language, not destruction or confusion, but a delicate editing, like a poet choosing new words to better express a feeling. This is the promise of CRISPR and similar tools, where the alphabet itself can be gently reshaped to add new letters and meanings, or to correct the lines that once faltered. In this quiet space, ponder how the genetic code can be changed. New letters called non-canonical amino acids can be added to make proteins with new shapes, colors, and functions previously unimagined. The cells learn to read these new words, extending the language beyond its original form, opening doors to new possibilities in biology and healing. Picture the tiny molecular readers in your cells, the tRNAs and enzymes, as skillful translators who learn to understand these new words. Their task is delicate: to fold this revised language back into proteins that work seamlessly, as if the changes were always part of the code. This process is a slow dance, requiring patience and grace, much like learning a new dialect spoken with gentle care. Yet, this language is not rewritten all at once. It happens bit by bit, a soft evolution that blends the old with the new. Some letters disappear, while others take new places. The sentences reform with meaning and purpose. This rewriting is guided by scientists, like quiet scribes, who seek to expand the story of life without erasing its wisdom. Imagine also how this new language creates a safety net, a way to protect from unwanted intruders such as viruses that rely on the old rules to invade. Living beings with this rewritten code are like secret keepers, their language both a shield and a gift, offering resilience and wonder. Through this gentle revision, life's code becomes a canvas of infinite creativity, a place where healing, innovation, and dreamlike possibilities unfold quietly in each cell. And you, resting here in the calm of night, are part of this unfolding story. As the soft pulse of your breath carries you deeper into sleep, listen to the rhythm of this language, the timeless song gently rewritten, song of life, hope, and gentle transformation. Soon, you will enter a realm where guardians watch this language closely, protecting and perfecting the delicate balance between change and continuity. Rest now, and prepare to meet these silent sentinels in the next chapter, Guardians of the Genome. Guardians of the Genome. As your mind settles ever more gently into rest, imagine now a quiet, watchful presence dwelling deep within your cells, the guardians of your genome. These guardians are unseen but tireless caretakers, guardians of the delicate code that shapes your very being, tirelessly working so that life may continue undisturbed and whole. Your genome, the precious library of life, held within the spirals of DNA, faces countless challenges every moment, from the gentle bustle of cell division to the invisible rays of light, from the whisper of chemical signals to the natural wear of time. These forces can fray or disrupt the delicate strands of your DNA, but the guardians stand ready, vigilant and wise, to protect and repair. Imagine a team of skilled artisans inside each cell, each with specialized tools and gentle hands. At their lead is the DNA damage response, a network of helpers constantly sensing even the faintest hints of trouble. When a break or mistake appears in the strands of the double helix, these guardians spring to life, like a soft ringing bell calling every caretaker into action. Among the most important of these guardians are proteins named MUTs and Muttle Picture. Them as quiet sentinels sliding gracefully along the strands of new DNA, proofreading as they go, seeking any letters that might be out of place, a letter omitted, a pair mismatched. When MUTs finds such an error, it locks on gently, signaling MUTL to join together. They call in repair crews to carefully remove the faulty section and invite repair enzymes to rewrite the code correctly, like skilled scribes correcting a precious manuscript. Another guardian, replication protein A, coats vulnerable stretches of single-stranded DNA, shielding them from harm and coordinating the arrival of different helpers that will mend and refresh the code. There are multiple repair pathways, a different path walked by careful hands. Some stitch breaks together quickly but roughly, like a gentle patch on fabric. Others take slower, delicate steps to rewrite the sequence precisely, preserving the original design of your life's tapestry. Recently, scientists discovered how a single protein can even coordinate all these processes, a master conductor organizing the symphony of repair, ensuring harmony in the face of damage. This profound orchestration reveals the deep intelligence woven into every cell, a coded care that has evolved over billions of years to protect your essence. As you rest, imagine these guardians moving with quiet purpose in the microscopic world, within you, proofreading, repairing, guarding each thread of life's delicate fabric. Their work is patient and eternal, resting neither day nor night. These guardians carry a profound responsibility. While their touch is gentle, their vigilance is fierce, for any error left unchecked can ripple outward, sometimes sowing seeds of disease or imbalance. Yet even in this gravity, their presence brings comfort. Your genome is not alone. It is cradled in a web of care, a community of protectors, ever watchful. Picture this care as a soft, protective glow surrounding every cell, weaving a safety net around the fragile secrets held in each DNA strand. The guardians of the genome remind you, tenderly, of life's resilience and its endless capacity to heal and renew. As you drift deeper, hold this thought. Your body harbors within it these quiet heroes, little lights glowing in the night, keeping watch so that you may rest peacefully. Life's code continues to be guarded, repaired, and woven with care, thread by precious thread. The guardians work quietly now, inviting you to surrender fully and to restint, to a place where healing flows gently and endlessly. And soon, your journey will lead you from these vigilant watchmen into the comforting spaces where science touches everyday life, bridging the quiet world inside you with the world you call home. Sleep well as you prepare to move into the next chapter, from labs to living rooms, where CRISPR's promise carries beyond cells into the From labs to living rooms, imagine a journey that begins in bright, silent laboratory spaces filled with glowing screens, quiet instruments, and thoughtful minds where the secrets of life are gently uncovered. In this haven of discovery, CRISPR was born, a delicate tool crafted with care to read and rewrite the language of your cells. But this story does not remain confined to these walls. It flows outward, like a gentle stream, reaching into the everyday places where you live, eat, and dream. Picture the soft hum of machines in these labs, working tirelessly to understand and perfect the scissors of life's code. From curing rare diseases to reshaping the way food nourishes your body, this science is weaving itself slowly into the fabric of normal life. Imagine a world where illness that once shadowed families fades like morning mist, replaced by hope, carried in a strand of edited DNA. Now, step out of the lab and into your kitchen, your garden, your local market. Here, CRISPR's promise blooms in the vegetables you savor, fruits ripened for richer flavor, greens softened to sweetness, all transformed without losing their natural soul. Fields stretch wide with crops resilient to drought and pests, standing quietly strong against the changing climate. This gentle touch of science helps nourish not just your body but the earth itself. In your home, animals once vulnerable to disease now thrive, safeguarded by tiny edits that keep them healthy and calm. The hum of everyday life is touched by this unseen hand as CRISPR changes the way food is grown and raised. More nutritious fish swim in pristine waters. Harmless breeds of livestock offers safer, kinder futures, not just for the animals but for the people who cherish them. Beyond health and food, think of CRISPR stepping lightly into medicine cabinets and doctors' offices. This tool has already begun curing diseases once considered incurable, crippling genetic conditions softened, lives extended and enriched. Imagine a medicine tailored not just to symptoms but to the very code within you, a treatment designed uniquely for your body's song. In this quiet revolution, the science of gene editing becomes a part of your daily world, bringing together the clinical and the personal, the complex and the simple. It reaches into moments of care and comfort, gently rewriting the future with each edit, healing quietly, profoundly. Yet, this journey from lab to living room carries with it gentle questions, whispered with care. As the power to rewrite life's code grows, so does the need for wisdom and kindness. What should be changed, and what should remain untouched? How do we honor the fragile beauty of nature while embracing true healing? As you rest in this thought, feel the slow flow of progress, intertwining with patience and respect, reminding you that every discovery is born of both hope and humility. The science moves gently, like your breath, measuring each step with care. So, as your eyelids grow heavier, carry with you the image of CRISPR's gentle dance, moving seamlessly from bright labs to the soft spaces of your daily life. A promise, carried quietly in the molecules that make you and the world around you. Your journey will soon deepen into the delicate balance of precision and possibility that dance where every cut, every choice, holds the power to transform. Rest now, wrapped in a tender hope of this unfolding story. The dance of precision and possibility in this quiet moment. Imagine CRISPR as a dancer, moving with grace and care within the vast stage of your cells. Its steps are deliberate, precise, each movement measured yet full of promise. This dance balances on a delicate edge, the fine line between perfect accuracy and the endless possibility that change can bring. CRISPR moves lightly, guided by a map of genetic letters, seeking the exact spot to make its gentle cut. Like a skilled artist tracing a pattern, it follows a strand of RNA that whispers the path, leading Cas9, the scissors of life, to the right place deep within the labyrinth of your DNA. This precision is remarkable, but it is not without challenge. The dance requires perfect harmony between guide and target, for a misstep could lead to unseen changes beyond the intended design. Think now of the intricate balance between power and care in this dance. CRISPR's strength lies in its ability to open the door to healing and innovation, yet it also carries a quiet caution, the possibility of off-target touches, small and rare, which could ripple gently or profoundly through your biology. Scientists call these the off-target effects, subtle missteps that invite us to hold the dance with humility and patience. But the possibility within this dance is breathtaking. Each precise cut can silence a faulty gene or write a new verse in your body's story, offering hope to heal inherited diseases or create better ways for life to flourish. New discoveries are revealing how to refine CRISPR's steps, modifying the dancer's moves, or the lighting of the stage, enhancing fidelity so that every cut is measured and true. Imagine molecules called high-fidelity Cas9 variants as gentle choreographers, refining every gesture, making the dance safer and more elegant. There are also helpers slowing down time in the cell cycle, encouraging the repair machinery to work its best, making healing precise, careful, and lasting. These advances increase the promise of CRISPR's dance, a choreography constantly perfected through science and care. The options for repair after the cut are like different rhythms in this dance. The body may quickly join broken strands with a simple stitch, imperfect but healing, or it may follow a gentle, guided repair using a template like a delicate weaving of new threads into the fabric of life. This careful choreography balances speed and accuracy, possibility and protection. As you breathe softly with this vision, reflect on the responsibility that comes with such power to respect the fragile choreography of life itself. Every choice in this dance can shape futures not yet seen. With each step, there is the promise of hope, but also the need for wisdom, for gentle guardianship. This dance between precision and possibility invites you to imagine the many ways life's code may evolve, held carefully in hands both ancient and new. The dance continues beyond what you can see, a soft murmur of progress beneath the quiet of your breath. Tonight, as you drift between waking and sleep, hold this image nestled warmly in your mind, the precise, hopeful dance of CRISPR, graceful scissors that shape the story of life. And just beyond this dance lies a place where questions grow gently about ethics, choice, and the future we share. Rest now, as your journey through this quiet world continues into the next chapter. Ethics, in the stillness, where the gentle balance of power and responsibility unfolds. Ethics, in the stillnesses, the night deepens around you. A quiet stillness settles over the world and over your thoughts. In this gentle silence, you begin to sense the deep questions that dwell softly beneath the promise of CRISPR, power to rewrite the language of life itself. These questions do not come as loud demands, but as tender whispers, inviting you to pause and reflect with care. Imagine sitting beside a calm lake at dusk, watching ripples spread slowly from a single pebble dropped carefully into the water. Each ripple touches far-reaching shores, moving beyond the place where it began. So too, the choices made in editing life's code ripple outward, touching lives, generations, and the natural world in ways both seen and unseen. In this tender space, consider the balance of power and responsibility. CRISPR is a delicate tool of great strength, capable of healing and transformation. Yet it asks quietly for wisdom to know when to step forward and when to hold back. The stillness holds this balance gently, as you might hold a fragile bloom in your hands. What does it mean to change life so deeply? To alter something as ancient and sacred as the double helix that connects you to every living being? The questions unfold slowly, like petals opening toward the night sky, each one colored with hope, caution, and a yearning for kindness. Imagine the voices of those who hold the future in their hands, scientists, ethicists, families, and communities. Their conversation is not a rush to action, but a soft dialogue, listening, questioning, and caring for the delicate web of life itself. They wander together, which changes heal without harm, which paths honor the dignity of every being. How do we respect the unknown while embracing possibility? In this stillness, you sense that ethics is not a rule book but a living conversation, one that breathes with the same gentle rhythm as your own breath. It moves with empathy and humility, acknowledging that power carries the gift of choice, and choice carries the weight of consequence. Consider, too, the quiet limits and protections being woven into this evolving story. Safeguards to prevent misuse, respect for nature's balance, and an openness to listening deeply to diverse voices across the world. These are the gentle currents guiding CRISPR's promise, reminding all who shape this future to walk lightly, with care. As you drift between waking and the edge of sleep, let yourself rest in the embrace of these questions, knowing they are part of the same journey as discovery and hope. The stillness holds both possibility and precaution, healing and reflection all unfolding in harmony. Before your mind slips into dreams, carry this soft thought: the power to rewrite life's code is a profound responsibility, a tender trust that invites us all to move forward with heart, wisdom, and gentle hands. And as you rest now, the story waits patiently, softly, turning to the future woven in code, where new dreams and hopes quietly bloom. Good night, and may your dreams be filled with wonder and peace. A future woven in code. As you settle deeper into rest, imagine the future as a tapestry, still being woven, threads of hope, innovation, and care, intertwining softly in the quiet loom of time. This tapestry is not fixed or finished, but alive, unfolding within the very code that shapes your life. CRISPR, the gentle hand guiding the needle, stitches new patterns with patient precision, creating possibilities once thought beyond reach. Picture a world where the language of life, the DNA code, is no longer an unchangeable script, but a living poem, open to new verses of healing and growth. In this future, CRISPR lends its delicate touch to mend inherited illnesses, to calm genetic storms, and to write stories of health that ripple through generations yet to come. See the first threads. Gene editing therapy is already blossoming in healing rare blood disorders like sickle cell disease and beta thalassemia, transforming lives once shadowed by uncertainty. Imagine personalized medicines crafted uniquely for each person, created within months, a dance of science and care choreographed just for you. Feel the echo of these advances stretching beyond disease, reaching into the gardens of food and environment. Crops bloom stronger against droughts, animals flourish with health, and the earth breathes easier under humbler stewardship. The threads of science and nature intertwine here, crafting a future of sustainability, woven with gentle wisdom. Now, sense the soft pulse of innovation, where the weaving grows ever more intricate. New tools enhance CRISPR's precision, reducing the faintest missteps, ensuring every cut carries purpose and care. Nanoparticles become trusted carriers, delivering healing exactly where it is needed, inside cells, within tissues, beyond the bloodstreams that feed your body's life. Imagine how this future also holds profound questions that hum beneath the surface. Each thread of power carries the weight of responsibility, the balance between what can be changed and what must be cherished. Ethics is the quiet loom master, guiding hands to weave with empathy, respect, and humility. It reminds us that the future's fabric is fragile, precious, and deserving of our kindest touch. Drift now into the thought that this woven future is shared, a fabric made richer by the dreams, hopes, and choices of many hands. Scientists, patients, families, and communities hold strands together in a collective embrace, carefully crafting a story of life that honors diversity, dignity, and the mystery of growth. Feel the reassurance that this future is not distant or unknown, but unfolding softly in laboratories, clinics, and homes around the world. Each breakthrough a stitch, each discovery a gentle thread, connecting the promise of today with the dreams of tomorrow. As you breathe calmly, imagine resting wrapped in this woven story, a future where your code is both legacy and light, a source of healing, wonder, and endless new beginnings. The tapestry's gentle rhythm invites peace and hope, a reminder that life's deepest stories are still being told, softly, thread by patient thread. And as your mind drifts gently toward dreams, hold this quiet thought close. The future is a fabric woven with care, held by hands both ancient and new, promising that the language of life will continue to grow with kindness, courage, and endless possibility. Rest now, cradled by this vision of hope and renewal, ready to awaken with the dawn of new wonders. Stories carried in every cell. Imagine yourself drifting gently, deeper inside, until you reach the very heart of your being, the endless realms of your cells. Each one is a tiny universe, a quiet keeper of stories both ancient and new. In the soft light of your imagination, you see these cells as living storytellers, holding memories woven in the language of DNA, carrying the profound narrative of your life and the world around you. Your cells do more than just live, they remember. Each cell contains strands of DNA, a script written across billions of years, echoing the whispers of ancestors, the rise and fall of species, and the intimate details of your own journey. These are stories not inked on paper, but encoded in the very molecules that pulse with life inside you. Like tiny libraries, cells preserve this heritage, passing it faithfully along as life unfolds. Picture the CRISPR system as a gentle scribe, quietly reading these stories, able not only to understand but to add new chapters. In recent discoveries, scientists have harnessed CRISPR's power to inscribe new information directly into the DNA of living cells, a form of biological memory. This remarkable ability is like a soft pen writing delicate notes inside the script of life, tracking events and experiences at the molecular level. Imagine how this works deep inside cells. As external influences touch your body, whether a virus, a change in environment, or a shift in diet, cells respond by recording these moments in their DNA, turning fleeting experiences into lasting memories. This natural recording acts like a diary written in code, preserving a history not readily seen, but deeply felt by your very being. See how scientists have begun developing systems to use this cellular memory, designing ways to store, not just biological information, but coded data, such as text messages or even images inside cells. CRISPR guides these edits with precision, allowing cells to hold digital memories and relay stories across generations, like guardians carrying history forward, silently and safely. Within you, this means each cell holds a unique story, a chapter of healing, growth, or adaptation. These stories unfold continuously, as biological whispers merge with the modern tools that read and write life's code. This living memory is fragile yet durable, a gentle testament to the resilience and complexity of life. As you rest in this thought, imagine the vast library of cells inside you, each holding a patchwork of past and present. Your body is a living archive, rich with stories etched deep in DNA, a mosaic shaped by time, experience, and care. This intimate record connection invites you to marvel at the depth of your own existence, a story still being written with each breath. Rest now in the comfort of this silent library within, where every cell is a storyteller, every strand of DNA a thread in the endless tapestry of life's memory. The promise of CRISPR and advancing science enables us to listen more closely, to honor and gently add new lines to this profound narrative. And as you drift towards sleep's gentle embrace, carry this soft wonder with you. The stories carried in every cell are both ancient echoes and new beginnings, a quiet song of life unfolding slowly, beautifully, within you. The journey will soon move toward quiet revolutions of change. The next chapter awaits, softly inviting you into a world where transformation happens gently, like a whisper in the night. The quiet revolution of change, in the gentle stillness of night. Imagine a revolution unfolding not with thunderous steps or roaring shouts, but as a soft ripple spreading quietly across the vast ocean of life. This is the revolution brought by CRISPR, a change so profound it is almost invisible, yet it is reshaping the way we understand and heal the world around us. This revolution is quiet because it grows slowly, like buds opening in secret gardens before the dawn. It weaves into the fabric of life with patience and care, not breaking but tenderly rewiring the very code that shapes you, me, and every living being. Change arrives here as a whisper, a subtle shift in the dance of genes that holds the promise of healing and hope. Imagine how this ripple began a discovery hidden in the microscopic realm of bacteria, where ancient systems guard against viral invaders. From this ancient wisdom CRISPR emerged, a tool gifted to science with the power to edit life itself. Yet, rather than sweeping upheavals, it has sparked gradual advances that touch countless lives in quiet, powerful ways. Picture the scientists and caregivers across the world who gently use this new knowledge to heal genetic diseases, create resilient crops, and protect fragile ecosystems. Their work is patient and deliberate, a slow unfolding of possibilities that invites the future to grow softly, like a tender vine climbing toward sunlight. This quiet revolution reaches into the deepest parts of your body, where CRISPR's gentle edits mend broken threads of DNA, offering renewed strength and balance. It also extends outward to the fields that feed us, the plants and animals that share our world, and the ecosystems fragile and vast. But as this change unfolds softly, it carries with it questions that echo gently in the stillness. How do we hold the power to rewrite life's code with humility? How do we listen to the whispers of nature while guiding this new path with care? The revolution asks not only for innovation, but for thoughtful stewardship, a quiet promise to honor life's delicate balance. In this moment, breathe in the sense of wonder and responsibility. Intertwined change is possible. Change is coming, but it is a gift to be nurtured carefully, with respect and love. Let your mind rest in this gentle revolution, where subtle shifts build a future of healing, hope, and endless potential, one quiet step at a time. As you prepare for sleep, carry this soft thought with you. Every small change is part of a larger story, a patient revolution softly shaping the story of life, and soon the journey will lead you to the tender rhythm of life's breath itself, where each inhale and exhale echoes the pulse of existence. The next chapter awaits, breathing with life's code. Breathing with life's code. As you settle deeper into the quiet of night, imagine the gentle rhythm of your breath, a sacred tide flowing softly in and out, as natural and essential as the pulse of life itself. Each inhale draws energy and possibility. Each exhale releases tension and the old, inviting renewal. This breath is more than movement of air. It is the living connection between your body and the vast, tender mystery of life. Within your lungs, where air mingles with blood, countless tiny cells work in harmony to bring oxygen to your body's core. These cells carry the whispers of your genes, life's code, breathing in rhythm with the entire tapestry of your being. Imagine life's blueprint flowing with each breath, a living story unfolding softly in every corner of your body. The breath and the code are intertwined, dance as old as time. Through each cycle, your body reads and rewrites its instructions, responding to the needs that arise deep inside. CRISPR, the gentle editor we've met, is part of this dance, helping our cells adapt and heal quietly, like a hidden whisper balancing growth, repair, and possibility. Picture how, with each breath, your cells nurtured this conversation between the world outside and the life within. Air passes through vast networks, reaching the tiniest lungs, edges alveoli. Oxygen crosses into your bloodstream, fuel for the myriad processes your code directs. This exchange sustains your cells' endless work of renewal, repair, and discovery. Now, envision the delicate role CRISPR can play here at the edge of breath and life, where gene editing helps repair damage caused by illness or environmental challenges. Imagine tiny molecular artists moving through your lungs, rewriting parts of the genetic script to help ease breathing, to mend fragile tissues touched by disease, and to protect your body's precious balance. Science is still learning how best to guide these gentle edits, using carrier particles as light as air and soft as the breath itself, delivering healing messages where they are needed most. The promise is profound. Someday, treatments carried on the breath may ease conditions like cystic fibrosis, asthma, or chronic lung diseases, restoring the peace of effortless breathing to so many. Pause for a moment to feel your own breath, soft, steady, soothing, and reflect on how this quiet, unending cycle mirrors the slow, careful work of life's code unfolding. The breath is both a symbol and a living sign of your connection to all that breathes and grows around you. With every inhale, you draw in the future filled with possibility and promise. With every exhale, you release the past, letting go of burden and opening space for healing. The rhythm carries hope, a quiet song sung by your cells and whispered through your DNA. As your breath slows and deepens, imagine yourself breathing with the code of life itself, joined with the vast chorus of nature, where the tiniest edits and the grandest rhythms blend in harmony. This dance of breath and code is a soft miracle, inviting you to rest in the embrace of living, healing light. Soon, you will drift into the final chapter of this journey, where discovery and dreams meet, inviting gentle awakenings filled with hope and wonder. Sleep deeply now, wrapped in the rhythm of your breath and the gentle unfolding of life's ever-renewing code. Into the dream of discovery. As you drift deeper into the quiet embrace of night, imagine yourself stepping softly into a realm where dreams and discovery met, a gentle space where the promise of CRISPR whispers softly through the air. This is a place of wonder, where the secrets of life's code unfold like petals beneath the moonlight, inviting you to journey beyond the known and into the unfolding mystery of tomorrow. In this dreamscape, the story of gene editing is written not with haste but with patient care, a slow unfolding of possibilities as vast as the stars themselves. Imagine the first flickers of insight, born in quiet laboratories where curious minds gently unravel the thread of DNA, revealing the genetic scissors that hold the power to reshape life's tapestry. You feel the pulse of time stretching back to those early moments of discovery, when scientists first glimpsed a natural defense system in bacteria, a humble mechanism that would blossom into one of the most profound tools of our age. This discovery, like a soft breath of dawn, opened doors to heal diseases once thought beyond reach, to rewrite genetic poems with precision and grace, and to dream new futures for every living thing. As you wander deeper, you sense the tender, Hope cradled within the hands of those who use CRISPR, healing rare diseases, for relieving suffering, and for nurturing resilience in the world around us. Imagine a patient's quiet smile as vision slowly returns, a child's fragile breath strengthened by gene-edited care, and fields of crops thriving under the gentle hand of science and nature in harmony. Yet this dream also invites gentle reflection. The unfolding journey carries questions as delicate as the code itself. What paths shall we choose? How do we honor the delicate balance between what can be changed and what must be cherished? These questions weave a silent melody, a conversation between progress and humility, echoing softly through the night. In this space, CRISPR is not only a tool but a symbol, reminder that discovery is both a gift and a responsibility. Wrapped in the quiet moments of wonder and the steady rhythm of hope, the dream stretches wide, inviting you to rest within it, to imagine all the ways life's code may fold, unfold, and bloom anew. Feel yourself gently cradled by this vast unknown where science and dreams intertwine, where every discovery is a quiet step toward healing, and every question is a seed of deeper understanding. Here, the promise of CRISPR unfolds in the softest of whispers, a lullaby for the future, written line by line. And as your breath deepens, your mind begins to drift toward peaceful sleep, carrying this tranquil hope within, that the journey of discovery, like the code itself, is endless, ever evolving, ever growing, a gentle dream of life's boundless possibilities. Sleep now, embraced by wonder, as new dawns wait quietly beyond the horizon. Into the dream of discoveries, you drift deeper into the quiet embrace of night. Imagine yourself stepping softly into a realm where dreams and discovery met, a gentle space where the promise of CRISPR whispers softly through the air. This is a place of wonder, where the secrets of life's code unfold like petals beneath the moonlight, inviting you to journey beyond the known and into the unfolding mystery of tomorrow. In this dreamscape, the story of gene editing is written, not with haste but with patient care, a slow unfolding of possibilities as vast as the stars themselves. Imagine the first flickers of insight, born in quiet laboratories where curious minds gently unravel the thread of DNA, revealing the genetic scissors that hold the power to reshape life's tapestry. You feel the pulse of time stretching, back to those early moments of discovery, when scientists first glimpsed a natural defense system in bacteria, a humble mechanism that would blossom into one of the most profound tools of our age. This discovery, like a soft breath of dawn, opened doors to heal diseases once thought beyond reach, to rewrite genetic poems with precision and grace, and to dream new futures for every living thing. As you wander deeper, you sense the tender hope cradled within the hands of those who use CRISPR, healing rare diseases, for relieving suffering, and for nurturing resilience in the world around us. Imagine a patient's quiet smile as vision slowly returns, a child's fragile breath strengthened by gene-edited care, and fields of crops thriving under the gentle hand of science and nature in harmony. Yet this dream also invites gentle reflection. The unfolding journey carries questions as delicate as the code itself. What paths shall we choose? How do we honor the delicate balance between what can be changed and what must be cherished? These questions weave a silent melody, a conversation between progress and humility, echoing softly through the night. In this space, CRISPR is not only a tool but a symbol, reminder that discovery is both a gift and a responsibility. Wrapped in the quiet moments of wonder and the steady rhythm of hope, the dream stretches wide, inviting you to rest within it, to imagine all the ways life's code may fold, unfold, and bloom anew. Feel yourself gently cradled by this vast unknown where science and dreams intertwine, where every discovery is a quiet step toward healing, and every question is a seed of deeper understanding. Here, the promise of CRISPR unfolds in the softest of whispers, a lullaby for the future, written line by line. And as your breath deepens, your mind begins to drift toward peaceful sleep, carrying this tranquil hope within, that the journey of discovery, like the code itself, is endless, ever evolving, ever growing, a gentle dream of life's boundless possibilities. Sleep now, embraced by wonder, as new dawns wait quietly beyond the horizon.